Good morning, guys. It's that time here at the gym. Today, I want to make you guys a video. Not necessarily about how to get a stronger squat, but I want to give you guys combinational movements, 5 of them. I'm going to give you 5 combinational exercises that you can do that will help you develop more of the mechanics of your squat. I find that a lot of times when we're discussing how to get a stronger squat, we have to find our weak points in the squat in general, from its starting point to the end point, back to the starting point, right? We start standing, we go to the bottom of the squat, and we come out standing. But from point A to point B back to point A, right, there's a lot of things going on in our body, our hips, our core, our low back, our chest, that we want to make every possible exercise that we do assisting the movement a lot stronger. So today, this isn't about how to get a stronger squat, but I definitely want to make you more efficient in your squat. So put these combinations together, and I promise you, you'll feel you're working every muscle possible to make your squat itself that much more efficient. So enjoy this. All right, so exercise number 1. One of my favorite ones, obviously, whenever I squat, first rule of thumb, I always say if you're going to squat the barbell. Don't use the hack squat. Don't use any assisted machines to develop the actual squat. You want to squat a bar simply for that stimulus reason of holding the weight on your back and the actual weight. Huge fan of box squats. Box squats became very much a big fan of mine because it allows me to focus on that slow down, really sitting my hips back evenly, and that I'll explode as fast as I want on the way up. A lot of times people miss big squats simply because in the beginning they go so fast to get to the bottom, they're not evenly distributing the weight into their hips. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple. So again, I'm focusing on making sure I'm evenly putting weight into my feet evenly into my hips, all the way till I get to the box, and I'll just explode out of the bottom every breath. I'll build to something really heavy, hopefully a heavy 5. Usually when I like to stay 5 or 6. If I want to go for a heavy single, that's just more for the nervous system training. But usually I stay around 5 or 6 reps. Just slow down, making sure the hips open up evenly, and then work my way to my other exercises. Got it.
1.
All right, exercise number 2 in the morning. Okay, I usually will follow a set. After I'm done box squatting, and I developed a lot of good mechanics of weight evenly distributed in my feet, I will go immediately in the good morning. Now, my good morning sets will vary depending how I'm feeling. I've been doing a lot of heavy lately in the legs, so I'm doing more volume because I feel that for those that do a lot of CrossFit cleans, a lot of the Olympic lifting, snatches, kettlebell swings, having a very strong low back and endurance is kind of important. So kind of the same idea. I'm taking the mechanics of the box squat and I'm applying it to the good morning. Not focusing so much on heavy today. You can go heavy. There's reasons to go heavy, but today it's all about volume. Okay, so I'm gonna show it to you guys so you take a look. But definitely a good way to follow the box squat. one of the common things that people always think about the good morning, that it's bad for your back. Well, if you think about it, everything we do in exercise can potentially be bad for you. And in exercise, we have to remember when we're training strength, it's creating tension before we actually move. Every time I interact with the bar, I'm creating as much tension in my backside as I can so I can engage the muscles necessary before I do the exercise. A lot of people will try to perform the movement very disengaged, and that's when bad things happen, okay? So don't do that. All right, guys, number 3. Okay, now, if you've been squatting for a long time, you've been doing CrossFit for a long time, we get very much caught up in just moving our body as fast as possible, efficient as possible, while trying to get our best time. And when we train, I say training strength, we lose our symmetrical movement in our body, whether it's pressing a bar, squatting weight, moving bars and stuff evenly becomes kind of forgot about. And you have to take the time in your training to work on both sides of the body by themselves. I like this drill, I don't like this drill, because the ultimate objective is you're probably going to feel the imbalance in your feet when you perform it, but you definitely want to mentally exhaust yourself to move them identically the same exact way, because a lot of times you'll find the side that is not moving right, you'll compensate and put your body in those positions, and that's usually where you need a third eye to tell you how to fix it and where you should adjust. Okay? So I'm gonna do a couple, okay, and then I'll get back to you just a minute with more thoughts. After I do a couple, I'm gonna stop the video. All right, guys, exercise number 4. Again, these 5 exercises I'm giving you guys, okay, it's to build your squat mechanics, okay? I'm not saying you're gonna get super strong in the squat, because that's a whole different conversation that involves a lot of discipline and actually applying this on a consistent basis and going heavy when you're supposed to go heavy, doing certain percentages, certain failures. That's a whole different conversation. What I want to give you is information on how to develop your squat mechanics in the body where you're not thinking too much. You perform the exercises, and the muscles that will turn on will help make your squat more stable, a lot stronger in different positions. Especially as we squat heavier weight, we tend to fight position. So exercise number 4, okay, I'm a huge fan of. I go back to my bodybuilding years. I'm not a bodybuilder. But I'm a big fan of leg press. I'm working out with my girl Shayla right now, who's doing leg press. Okay, leg press is all about blood. At the end of the day, and our hips, the more blood we circulate through the body and put pressure in those areas. Again, we're training the nervous system to handle the pressure in the hips, especially as we carry heavy loads on our shoulders. So I like the leg press as far as doing between sets of 8 to 12 reps, and I'll build it up probably as heavy as I possibly can. But I'll move on. I won't do multiple sets. I'm not trying to overstress the hips, overstress the joints. I just want to take it as far as I can for 8 to 12 reps, as heavy as I possibly can, and then move on. I'll move on to my last exercise for the day in my legs. And yeah, this not too much. Not much thinking involved. Perform the exercise, 8 to 12 reps, not a set amount of sets. I'm just gonna go what I feel like, go what feels good, and move on. All right, so the 5th and final little exercise combination that I want you guys to throw in there today, if you're going to attempt this little combination, remember to develop your squat mechanics is after you put in all the bend work, all the knees bending, trying to build symmetrical stuff, is when you take all of that brain power and you put it to the ground in a wall sit. Now, wall sits, I have my little team over here today doing it with me. Wall sits, I think, are great exercises to really teach you how to evenly put weight into your feet. And you can hold this pretty much all the way till failure in a safe sense, right? Because you're not carrying loads. It's just a matter of putting all the blood into your legs, your core, making sure your low back stays tight, pressed up against the wall. it's great. I like wall sits to develop leg strength and squat mechanics, because you're really forced to engage all the muscles in your legs, in your low back. It keeps you focused. No real trick to this one. You go to 90 degrees with some friends and you absorb it. I'm doing this video as I'm doing this. We're already past the minute. Shayla's already hurting over here, screaming. Brian's over there hanging out. I'm trying to do this video while I do the wall sit, which makes it a lot harder to talk and all this stuff. But yeah, give this a shot, put them all together, and let me know how your leg day goes. If you like what you're seeing, again, leave me a comment down below on any content you'd want me to make and show you and teach you about any muscle group. I'll be happy to give you something to think about. Click the like button, click subscribe, and I'll catch you guys back on this channel. I almost forgot the most important part when it comes to the wall sit drill. Now, I would say for time and give you guys some random 30 seconds, 45 seconds, but that's not really who I am. If you talk to these guys, that's not how really Mario does things. I feel like if you're gonna do this drill, you wanna do 5 rounds, at least minimum. I'm saying minimum, because usually I'll go till I'm tired. You can talk to them. But 5 rounds minimum, where you wanna test that breaking point. Try to get to yourself to failure. Again, a lot of times in fitness, that's what people don't want to do. They don't want to push themselves to failure, and you want to find safe ways to do it. A wall sit, again, it's safe. There's no real danger. If you fail, where are you going? You're gonna fall and sit your butt down. You shake it out, you brace yourself, you go again. Obviously, as you keep going into rounds, if you're going to that failure zone, your time will shrink a little bit, but that's okay. You're gonna get stronger, you're gonna get better at it, and in return, you just improve yourself. So again, 5 rounds, maximal effort, take it to failure, recover a little bit, do it again, 5 times. Feeling good, guys?
No.
This monologue is about 1:16 in. Feeling strong. Ooh, my first round was about 2 minutes while doing this monologue.
So much fun.
So again, go get them, guys. Leave me a comment.